There was a lot of hype around Emoni Bates in the 2021 college recruiting class as he was a five-star recruit and obviously one of the best players coming out of this class. He was ranked in the top 5 by both ESPN, 24/7 Sports, and Rivals.com. For the most part, the hype around Emoni Bates was absolutely real, and he was getting offers for some of the best basketball programs in the nation, like Michigan, Michigan State, and Duke. Eventually, though, he would commit to the University of Memphis to play alongside his friend and head coach Penny Hardaway. I know I'm getting into his college career too fast, but let me take you back to his high school career and why he was so successful and why he was so hyped. Bates attended Lincoln High School in a town in Michigan. A lot of the reason why Bates went to the school is because of the head coach, J.C. Davis, who was a longtime friend of Emoni Bates' father. In his freshman year, he would end up being one of the main reasons why Lincoln High School got a division title, a region champion, and eventually a state champion. That same season, Emoni Bates averaged around 28 points a game, 10.2 rebounds, leading his team to a 23-4 record, and obviously that state title. He would win multiple awards, including the Gatorade Player of the Year, the Max Prep Freshman of the Year, and the honors from the Associated Press as well. Bates already had scouts looking at him from his freshman year and then on. He already put the league on notice. He proved to everybody that he was like that. His sophomore year would start off with a bang after he was on the cover of the November edition in 2019 of Sports Illustrated. Bates would only get better that year, averaging 32.3 points a game and 9 rebounds, along with 3.2 assists and 2.1 steals a game. Despite a 19-3 record, Lincoln High School was not able to defend its title after COVID ruined their season. Emoni Bates would still win Gatorade National Player of the Year, Max Prep Sophomore of the Year, and he would also win Michigan AP Division I Player of the Year. For his junior season, he would announce that he was transferring to Yipsy Prep Academy, an academy that was created by his father. That same season, Bates would average 23 points a game, 5.8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2.2 steals a game. This season, he had also went up against future NBA top 5 pick Chet Holmgren in the exhibition game, where he scored 36 points, but would end up losing that game as well. He was also announced one of the 5 finalists for the Naismith Player of the Year award. However, that award would be won by none other than Chet Holmgren. Emoni Bates would skip his senior year in order to start his college career. On June 29, 2020, during an interview on SportsCenter, Bates announced that he would play for the University of Michigan State. This was due to the fact that the coaching staff at Michigan State was growing a huge bond with Emoni Bates since 7th grade in middle school. At the time, Bates was one of the highest recruits ever to commit to the University of Michigan State. However, on April 30th, 2021, he decommitted from Michigan State and opened his recruitment back. As I said, on August 24th, Bates would announce that he would commit to the University of Memphis to play alongside Penny Hardaway and alongside his friend Jalen Duren, who would end up being a lottery pick in the 2022 NBA draft. He also considered Oregon, obviously Michigan State, and going to the NBA G League. At 17 years old, Bates was entering his freshman season as the youngest player in college basketball. In his first college game, he would average 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists in a win over Tennessee Tech. He would end up being named AAC Freshman of the Week. Michigan would face stronger competition, and so Emoni Bates was moved to point guard by Penny Hardaway. Bates had never played this position in high school, so this change was going to be weird, and it was weird because he struggled a lot. Bates would miss a total of 15 games this season with a finger and back injury. However, he would return for the NCAA tournament. As a freshman, he averaged 9.7 points a game, 3.3 rebounds, and shot 38% from the field. And because of the changes that went on during his season and the injuries he dealt with, his draft stock would obviously take a dip. Bates would announce for his sophomore year that he was transferring to Eastern Michigan University, his hometown college team. He considered this over Michigan, Arkansas, Seton Hall, DePaul, in Louisville. However, another incident regarding Emoni Bates took another hit to his draft stock and potentially his career. On September 18, 2022, Bates was arrested in Michigan on felony charges of carrying a concealed weapon and altering identification marks on a firearm. Due to this, he was temporarily suspended from the team. After a plea deal, he would be reinstated on October 13, 2022. Make his debut for Eastern Michigan on November 11th and led his team with 38 points. However, he would end up losing to Michigan by 5 points. In a game against Toledo, he would score 29 straight points for the team in the first half and end the game with 43 points in a loss. In the end, though, in a total of 30 games, he averaged 19.2 points a game and 5 rebounds. On April 24th, 2023, Bates were declared for the 2023 NBA draft. A couple years ago, everybody expected Bates to be a first overall pick and be one of the first players taken. However, his draft stock will fall, obviously due to his freshman year and then the off-the-court issues. Despite the potential Emoni Bates had, a lot of teams were still not willing to take a risk on him. However, one team saw something in Emoni Bates and they targeted him from day one in the draft, that being the Cleveland Cavaliers. And they would select him with the 49th overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. It was seen as a low-risk, high-reward pick. Bates was picked in the second round, which wasn't going to take a lot from the Cavaliers. However, with the potential he had, if this worked out for the Cavaliers, he was going to be a star player for the Cavs. Led by both him, Sam Merrill, and Isaiah Mobley, the Cavaliers would go undefeated in the Summer League en route to winning the Summer League champion. In the Summer League champion, he dropped 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists on 46% shooting. He would end up averaging 18.1 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, and he would also be named to the second All-Summer League. It seems like Bates is going to be on a redemption story this whole NBA season, and he's going to be out to prove every NBA team that passed on him wrong. There's obviously still some things that can be worked out with him to become a better player, but as of right now, he's on the right path. And the Cavaliers are looking like they made the right decision so far. But anyways, we made it to the end of this video. If you haven't yet, go and subscribe to my channel. Tap the bell icon if you haven't yet. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All they'll be down below in the description. I do a lot of sports content here. So as I said, if you like any of that, stay tuned, subscribe, tap the bell icon. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.